Hi there, it's Kasia speaking to you. In a December episode, I recommended to you my favorite series and what you can learn from them. Today, I'm gonna present other sources you can use to learn the real everyday living language. So if you care about having some useful everyday expressions or some specific range of vocab up your sleeve, and you enjoy reading or spending time on YouTube, stay with me. Let's start with the resources which will keep you up with what's going on around the world. Thank goodness we live in the internet era, and it couldn't be much easier to have a free access to reliable news such as The Guardian or BBC News. Once you open the website, you can pick from a variety of categories and topics which belong to your interests. In language learning, it is crucial to develop your skills with something that interests you. Why? It helps you keep persistent and give the feeling that you actually need the things you are learning. So you will not question the importance of the vocab and you will just keep going. If you're into sports and healthy lifestyle, go to the sport and lifestyle page. You fancy art or some forms of entertainment, go to the culture page. If you want to learn some business vocab, you will also find some articles on economy there. If you're a science and technology lover, the websites will also fulfill your needs. And why don't you check what's going on around the world in English from today on? Give up the news in your mother tongue, satisfy your curiosity, and learn English at the same time. Other similar resources like that are The Economist, Forbes, and New York Times. But as far as I know, they need subscription. Anyway, there are still great source of living language. And The Economist and Forbes have their YouTube channels as well, so you can watch it for free there. As far as I know, Forbes focuses more on things like business and investing and entrepreneurship, but I believe you may also find something on technology and lifestyle. When it comes to The Economist, I believe you will find any video like of any category on YouTube. And maybe you like gossips and you're interested in celebrities' lives. Check gossip columns and magazines such as Daily Mail or The Sun or US Magazine or People. And you also may ask yourself if these resources match your level of English. So I'd recommend it to students who are a confident B1/B1 plus level and higher, of course. Remember, you don't have to understand every single word to get the whole context. Being B1 is sufficient to understand the message. And if you want to start using these resources and you are B1, you probably come across more new words and expressions than somebody who is at B2 and higher levels. And the sooner you start learning everyday expressions, more formal words to everyday common ones, or colloquial terms, the better. Remember, newspapers and magazines are one of the best resources of expressions which you won't probably find in course books, regardless of the level you're at. And once you check the website and you've realized it's still too difficult and you, in a way, threw yourself in on the deep end, visit breakingnewsenglish.com. Not only this website allows you to pick a topic of your interest, but it also suggests the levels. There are also some exercises on reading and listening comprehension and vocab practice. The articles are quite short and the same news is adapted to a particular level, so it can serve its purpose to a student from levels A2 to B1, B1+. If your level is higher than B1+, the articles on this website may be too easy for you. If you enjoy listening to podcasts, I highly recommend BBC 6 Minutes English. You can either visit the website or find the podcast on Spotify. It is literally 6 minutes English. The podcasts are very short, but they are rich in everyday colloquial terms, idiomatic expressions, and slang. Again, you can pick from a variety of topics and categories. They are super interesting and you will realize you're learning more than a language. Also, the podcasts are labeled with the level of English. However, I wouldn't always follow this suggestion, since the difficulty may depend on the topic, not on the expressions themselves, or the other way around. So it's up to your judgment if the level is appropriate. What's more, You can follow the transcript while listening, and you may find definitions of some expressions used in the podcast. I always recommend it to my students, and I can say it's one of their favorite sources. You will always find 6 minutes to listen to something, to learn English, to have a break with English. So it's a good source to form a habit of surrounding yourself with the language every day. And my next favorite, or favorites, is TED and TED Talks, either on YouTube or their websites. You're probably familiar with TED Talks, and you may find them in many languages. Maybe you have already watched some videos in your mother tongue on TED or some, TED Talks. So if you enjoy watching the presentations on various topics and learn a lot about different aspects of life, from today on, switch to English. Similarly to BBC 6-Minute English, the website tedtalks.com allows you to read the transcript either before or while or after watching. And what's more, you can pre-learn or learn some useful expressions, vocab and grammar structures looking at the transcript. So you can also switch the language of the transcript and play the subtitles if you don't feel ready to be fully immersed in English. So if you have this feeling it's still too difficult, you can help yourself and use your mother tongue in the subtitles or the transcript. And TED Ed will require login, but no worries, it's for free. Also, you can choose if you use the website as a student or as a teacher or as a parent. And there is also possibility to check the transcript, answer some questions concerning the video, and what's quite cool, have a discussion on the topic with other users in the discussion section. And I am not so sure if you can discuss the topic on TED Talks website. I think it's only possible on TED Ed. Anyway, the videos that will satisfy your curiosity about the word, the curiosity which you might not have had an idea about before. Honestly, when I sometimes check the website, I realize how many things I want to check out and how much I still don't know and I want to learn. And you don't realize it until you see all the videos with catchy titles. You'll find a lot on culture, literature, environment, health, lifestyle, technology, future visions, history, which unfortunately isn't taught at school, and so on and so forth. I could be listing the examples for like at least a minute, I guess. And I myself enjoy using these two resources with my students and learn something about the word too. So if you're curious about the word, you can either check the TED Ed and TED Talks, or I can also recommend two other resources. Big Think. It's a website and a YouTube channel. As far as I know, the articles on the website focus more on science and technology, so you may expect more advanced vocabulary. However, when you get to a YouTube channel, you might as well find something on mental health, relationships, or money. And have you ever wondered, why can't we remember being born? Or why don't people ride zebras? Or how tsunamis are formed? Or if hypnosis actually works? Visit a YouTube channel, Brain Stuff, How Stuff Works. I guess we can call it a day at this point. Hope you'll pick something from the website I mentioned and start learning about the word in English with pleasure. It was Kasia speaking to you. Till next time. Bye-bye.